see if we get any sort of oil or fuel pressure. Also.
Yep, she's coming out.
Full motor's coming out?
Yep. Wow, that is worse than I expected.
Think we'll have this running today?
I really hope so.
I mean, that's hopefully the goal.
I want to hear it run
I mean, we
in
just
person.
rebuilt the thing in 24 hours.
I'm dying to hear it run, so.
You and me both.
Matt, on a scale of 1 to 10, how excited are you to be working on the race car?
It's a solid 10.
Solid 10. Yeah, it sounds like.
Yeah, right.
I'll be happy about it when I'm driving 10 minutes from my house Friday morning and a nice day out there in the sun.
Yeah.
Yellow bullet.
That's this weekend?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Gotta take the car tomorrow.
I think it's Wednesday to Friday is the testing days.
Nice, looks like Matt will be working till about midnight tonight. Yeah, you'll have to go.
That's strong.
Oh yeah. I mean, they're 400 pounds. Nope.
Not that strong.
And that just smashed something. Do some oil. That was what I was trying to pour out of there before. Yeah, I don't know if it's the bore that is making me not be able to get this one in, but this is a fucking brand new one, so. Just making sure the bore feels fine.
Okay, these all felt like they fell in the hole.
Yeah, that one slid right in. Yeah, something's wrong with it because I could not get it in. I don't know what's wrong with it though. I mean, I can see a little tiny piece of metal above the wheel.
Yeah, I saw
Like-
that.
But I don't know what would make this like not go in the bore. This is the push rod.
This is a brand new big.
I don't know. Did you get it from over there?
Yeah, I think this is fine. Oh, that's just a picture of it.
This is the up one.
That's a
Did you get the new one? They're over on the forklift.
No.
Oh, okay. I need some of the one.
You want me to grab it?
You even know what a push rod is?
Yeah. So I have upgraded push rods in my car.
Yeah, you better.
Upgraded John.
That's the only
You
reason.
don't have these motherfuckers though, I'll tell you that.
No, I definitely don't have those.
These really aren't that expensive for what they are. I'm wearing their shirt too. I mean, I think they were like, I don't know, $600 maybe.
This is a hell of a lot more than mine were.
Well, yeah, but you can turn them over too. Like, if it's got like the valve all the way open, like just tighten it and then we'll go back through it a couple times.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do the first time. Oh, I gotta get down on this one is the problem. There you go. Oh, what the f is stopping her from going in, dude?
You're not in over here. Now you're on the inside of it. There you go. Still not going in. It's caught on something because it's sliding in and then coming back out. He's getting buried. I thought he'd have this thing running by now.
Nah, it might not have been 3 hours, but you're flying through this thing now. You got a lot on.
Yeah. Alright, let's go up to the space. I'd like to check it on a few spots.
I'm fine.
Gotta put oil in it.
Where is it just in the jugs again? Surprised you didn't dump it in the valley when you had the intake off.
I know, I did put some in there, like a couple quarts. Just so I wanted to pour on the can.
I watched like a Top Fuel thing and they were putting the motor together the other day, and they just took a 5-gallon bucket and like dumped it in the valley like as they were putting it together. Those dudes rip. I know, dude. I mean, in reality, if you did this 5 times a day, you would be able to do the same thing. And you're doing it with 3 other people, like.
It's so hard to tell. It really is.
Alright.
If it was flashing faster,
Yeah, if it
You'd be
was
able to
running,
tell.
it'd be easier.
yeah.
Yeah, I say let's just try and fire it.
Alright.
Alright, I think we're set down here.
Watch yourself.
Alright. I think timing's off too much. Shouldn't be popping like that, I don't believe.
I'm just shooting fireballs out of the wall.
Yeah, like it's retarded. The timing. Not you.
Took a bottle of Jack to the face last night.
Yeah. That rough of a night.
Bad idea on an empty stomach.
Oh, I can imagine. So you were here till 10 o'clock. What kind of ventures did you get into with this thing?
Well, we figured out everything.
Well, that's good.
Yeah. So we had 2 main issues. Couldn't get it to build oil pressure no matter what we tried, and we couldn't get the thing to fire correctly. The firing issue ended up being the firing order in the computer needed to be changed for this style of ignition. So we figured that out. You know, check timing with the light, was dead on. So we fired it up, let it run for a second, still no oil pressure. So I'm like, dude, there's gotta be something like going on with this pump or whatever. So I pulled the oil pump off and I'm playing with it. And I'm spinning it the way on this bracket, the pump is turned counterclockwise, which is considered reverse rotation. And we have a standard rotation pump.
Gotcha.
Morosa is very unclear on their website. So we got the right pump coming. I tried like just flipping the lines on it, and
We tried a bunch of We tried modifying the pump last night, and we had all of the oil pressure.
Yeah.
So much of it that it f***ing blew the O-ring out of the oil filter and made a huge f***ing mess in the ground. Yeah. But I was like, oh, sick, we got oil pressure. It spiked to 99. I'm like, oh, that's f***ing weird. And then it came down to 15. And I'm like, oh, I guess it doesn't work. And then Matt's like, and there was f***ing oil everywhere.
3 quarts of oil in the fucking ground.
So then we tried some other shit and put it back on, and it spit the O-ring out again. So I'm guessing the bypass valve was not bypassing the oil pressure, and it was just letting it have all the oil pressure. So I don't know how much oil pressure it made, But this thing should be able to hold 120, 130 pounds of oil pressure pretty easily, and it fucking kicked the O-ring out in 2 seconds. Yeah, I called the dude that commented on my Facebook post at Moroso last night and left him a message. He didn't answer, so. Dude, they also have a thing on their website, which I think it should come with the fucking pump, a thing to put on the splines to drive it. Like to prime it.
With like a drill or something?
Yeah, it has like a 5/8 thing on it. So I'm gonna tell them I want that too.
Yeah.
Because that way we can just take off the clamp and prime the pump.
Right.
Oh, something I saw last night, or maybe it was this morning. In the comments, someone talking shit. You don't know how to tune cars, apparently. I read through them more now.
I don't give a what anyone says, bro. You'll learn that real fast.
People are ridiculous.
Yeah. Don't even mention them to me because I literally don't care.
Not just asking if I threw those clementines.
Yeah. I made the bag. Why you put them in the kitchen?
Because I wanted to ask them if they wanted any of them.
And if you should say, well, if you do, they're in the kitchen.
Clementine's in the kitchen.
You know what stops them from working? Having the food out of the kitchen. They can just have it brought to them.
Oh, that's good.
They have to keep the guys happy.
Matt, if you need a drink, don't go get it.
Good.
Just ask KP, she'll bring it to you.
He's known that since day one. So has Eric.
Have they ever asked you?
Once, I think.
Yeah, probably for a juice box.
Wait, was it juice box?
The 2 weeks for my lifters, he called me this morning. Oh, these things are ready to ship. I'm like, oh, okay.
Lifters for this.
Yeah.
We don't need them, don't worry.
So right now all we need is the oil
Yeah,
pump.
Matt one up.
Sure did.
I thought you up one of the head studs.
I don't know, whatever. But in return of Matt up the lifter, I was like, hey, I have spare lifters. Let me go get spare lifters, and I found a spare head stud. So now we have the correct head stud, and I don't need the head stud because I already had a spare. I should have checked because I have spare everything.
Except the oil pumps.
Well, yeah, I don't have a spare oil pump.
This thing is large.
What?
Just the piping, I don't remember it being so...
Well, it was straight up
smaller,
before.
Wow.
Because the blower was up here before, so it just
Yeah.
went like that.
So did you call the place yet about the oil pump?
I just left to do the message, yeah.
Is he local?
I mean, Connecticut.
That's local to me.
It's pretty. Eric was like, dude, just get in the car and go get it. I was like, I will.
So Matt, what are you hooking back up right now?
We're just going to go to the track, and I'm going to put the oil pump on at the track.
Yeah.
Are you doing that right now?
Well, at some point today.
We gotta do a
You can't
couple
run the
things.
car, but I'll go there. Yeah. And then we'll just put the pump on in the morning, fire it up at the track, and
So tomorrow morning's track day?
I mean, maybe.
Where should we get the pump shipped to?
The track.
No, I'll get it shipped. I'll get it shipped here.
Not to the track.
I'll get it
nightmare.
Yeah, I'll get it shipped here.
Remember when we got something shipped to MRI? Oh, your t-shirt, the shirts that had Joey's and your face on it.
Yeah, we got to ship to the medical facility.
Off,
you-
guys!
did
It
you,
took me
like,
a second after
Glue
Frank
your
said,
eyebrows on this morning?
I have to go over to my parents today. If I don't go over to my parents with my makeup and stuff done, they'll tell me that that's the reason Frank doesn't marry me and I don't look put together and fall apart.
So parents are good for, right?
Yep.
Okay, all that
So I
together.
put makeup on today. Did I fix them?
They just look very like bushy or something. Get the front bumper around here, put that on, put the hood on, pull your out.
First person to guess how much this thing weighs,
Down to the ounce.
I'll send a t-shirt. Yeah, exactly how much it weighs. Kyle, you are here. Pick this thing up. Well, to put it in the car, it does.
Well, yeah, I'm not gonna put it over the quarter panel and stuff.
Oh my god. Oh, that's heavy.
Alright, so just
Okay, crush my fingers. This need to go.
that should give us some traction where it counts.
Couldn't get my nut on.
Manipulate it a little bit.
Am I gonna like stick it in there and then?
I got it.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Yep. Here's the 15s I've been looking for all week.
I don't know what the I did with that.
Literally, I was like, I was just like,
So I got a weight bar here, I got 2 weight bars there. And we gotta see where else we need them because we're gonna need them other places too.
All the crazy stuff that you have to take off for the fire system. Like you have to pull a bunch of levers and...
I've not seen all that.
So these are the fire system. That's what puts the fire out. If there ever is one under the hood, in the cockpit, whatever.
I can get one too.
And there's 2 buttons up here.
They actually have one.
Right next to the shifter that you pull the pins out of if you have a fire. And
Those
like,
2 red.
Yep, there's 2 things that say fire on them.
Gotcha.
So we pull the pins out on them if there ever is a fire. Our friend Brendan Mills had a really big fire 2 or 3 years ago now. And it was kind of a wake-up call for all of us that we need to get fire systems. He hit the wall pretty hard and it went up in flames. It was really sad. Really sad. I mean, I cried.
Is he okay?
Yeah, totally fine. He already has a new car built.
You ass bag. Where the f did that nut go, you mother?
Over there.
That's a washer.
I don't know. It's probably like, this isn't the nut, is it? This is just a
That's a bolt.
Oh, you want to, okay.
We need to do an overall fastener.
No.
I just want to lay down in this concrete and forget about my life. I watched it roll to this bucket and then I
You know where it's at, right?
stopped moving.
Finish down.
I got 3
Nice.
over there. Painfully.
Wrong nut.
I'm staring like
Are you
holding
serious?
Yeah, that's serious.
Here it is. Found it.
I don't think he went that far unless one of you Jew bags. That's the same thing you just picked up.
I know there's 2 of them.
Well, if the first one was wrong.
I know.
Look.
I literally,
Look.
if you rewind on the, if you
dude.
rewind on the camera, you'll literally say, this is the same exact one. I mean, should we even put the hood on it?
Yes. You gotta get it weighed and
It doesn't run.
What the difference does that make about weighing it?
New oil pump.
Do you, wait, let me ask you a question. If you're sleeping, do you weigh a different amount than
What are
awake?
you going to do? Push it up to the weigh station?
I'm going to put it on the scales that I have.
Oh. I'm thinking you're talking, number one, we're talking about 2 different things. Don't look at me like I'm stupid. Well, remember that when you're going up to the line.
Oh my god, dude, I f***ing crabbed. This is why I don't eat this f***ing crab Saturday night. Woke up at 4 o'clock in the morning and f***ing puked for 4 hours straight. I don't f***ing know, dude. I don't buy it.
Well, I mean, I guess.
I mean, yeah.
I mean, it does matter.
If you got it from like f***ing Bob's Bar, then, you know.
Yeah, we got crabs from Wesley.
You definitely got it from Bob's Bar.
Who farted?
I've been farting up a storm.
I didn't fart. Eric always farts.
I mean, I just ripped a giant one on over by my toolbox. Alright, we don't have the nut?
No.
Alright, well, they're all in there.
I'll button that up today so it's done.
Matt, I can't get it. You sure it was in there?
Oh, you know, there's not a whole lot, I'm sure, on there.
It's got to be so far on the other side. But you think it would be no further than the middle there.
Well, when the hood's off next week, I'll get it out.
Why would it be off next week? You're just saying?
The way she goes.
Yeah, I don't feel it. Alright. You can't let this thing down? Really? You hear that?
Yeah, it sounds like it's.
Yeah. I mean, it literally sounded like it was up top here.
Both the chicks that were coming in.
Yeah!
Nice.
Works for me, pal. Alright, pop it on the scales then. Just gonna put this down for now. I need to check the oil. I had like 7 in it, and then it dumped down a massive amount on the floor, and I have no idea what's in it. And this dipstick's not really like accurate.
That's nice.
All I want to do is zoom, 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 I mean, I dumped out 2 oil filters. These big oil filters probably hold damn near a quart. They're the big ones. But the mini full of oil quart.
Yeah, so I think it's got a
So
quart.
that's 2 quarts in,
Or at least
in the
3/4 of a
filters
quart.
and a quart on the floor. And it was probably already a quart left. So yeah, maybe it is 4 quarts left. Good thing the f***ing sump is in the bottom of the pan. It'll go. Here it goes.
It's like touching the fitting, but it'll be alright.
Should I bend it? Not touching the fitting?
Maybe.
Yeah.
Should we leave the front one off? Probably to do the pump tomorrow.
I think I can do it from the top, but
We'll just leave it off.
yeah, it doesn't matter. No more lift.
In the stacker? Nope. F***ing poor people, Matt. Poor people.
Nothing new to me though.
Frankie needed a college fund, you know?
Yeah.
She doesn't have one yet, but eventually maybe she'll get one. As soon as she starts saving, she'll f***ing get one. Get to work, girl. That's it.
Are you gonna wait here, Fred?
Right here.
I meant, are you gonna?
Yes, I'm gonna wait right here.
I was just.
I know. But if we
It didn't mean a sarcastic answer.
It was.
Yours bad.
That was me, I'm sorry. It was me.
No, I still blame Fran.
Well, that's where we get it from.
Yeah.
Alright, where they at?
Right here.
And he corner bounced it, didn't he? And did something with it?
I don't know. He told me how much it weighed, but that was like not what I wanted. Thing's heavy now, bro. 28,
Jesus.
60,
Like a stock Honda Civic.
25 something before. But we have 150 pounds in it right now, so
What do we have to be?
I don't know. I gotta look up the rules. I think 32.25. We're 31.45 right now.
No, that's fine.
Yeah, we're gonna need to add. Go get that jug.
Yeah.
Just stick it on this side. I want to see what it does. Yeah, please. I gotta get my fire suit too. I don't know how much that weighs. No, in the back. That's 3208. And that's with no lead. All right, figured I'd do a quick video since we really haven't had time. I think Garrett filmed some, but I'm on my way to go park the truck and trailer and Hello Bullet. Car's in there. It doesn't run. We haven't got it fired up. We fired it up last night, but for like 2 seconds and realized it didn't have oil pressure. Moral of the story is the pump that I have is wrong. It's a wrong rotation. So on the front of the gear drive, it mounts on the front, and I guess it's a standard rotation, and I need a reverse rotation to mount on the front. If I mounted it on the back, it would work. But I have my fuel pump mounted on the back. So, whatever. Moroso thankfully had one in stock. I overnighted it. It'll be here tomorrow. We're gonna throw it on at the track. Only takes a couple minutes to put on. And then we'll fire the car up, basically for the first time other than running for, 5 seconds. We ended up changing around the pump and doing some last night. We basically just wanted to see if we could like switch around the pump internally in the fittings and to see if we could get it to build pressure that way. It built so much pressure, it spiked the gauge at like 99 and then blew out the oil filter O-ring. So we think what's happening is it's not hitting like the pressure relief valve in the pump. So it's just basically going full pressure, as much pressure as it can make. So that's obviously not gonna work. Whatever, long story short, we decided, I was like, I'll just load the whole car up and bring the whole thing here. It's only like 25 minutes from the shop, so it's no big deal. I'll bring the whole rig here, get all packed up, because parking at this race is always like a nightmare. So the last thing you want to do is get here like late, like Friday or some shit. This idiot. So today's Wednesday, and I'm headed there now. I'm almost there. I'm just gonna go park, try and find a decent spot. Someone said it's packed already, which I believe it always is. I'll go park and I'm gonna go back to the shop, and then just wait till tomorrow until the pump comes in, and then we'll come to the track. And testing is today and tomorrow. but obviously I won't test today, so hopefully I test tomorrow. We'll put a bunch of weight in the car. I think I have 150, I have about 200 pounds of weight in the car right now, and it weighs right around where it should. We might still need to add like maybe 15 pounds or 20 pounds, but I measured it on my scales, so I want to see what the scales at Cecil say, because all tracks are different. You know, they'll vary between, you know, maybe 20 pounds or so. So I'm not going to dial it in on my scales, you know, and then have to pull out 20 pounds or something when I get here. So it's within 20 pounds now. I'll weigh on these scales. I'll see what I weigh, see how much I need to add, and then go from there. So, I mean, this is really the first time I've been racing probably 3 years. I mean, I took the car out like twice last year, but it was just testing stuff, and I had a bunch of issues with the crank trigger and stuff on my old belt drive, and now I got the gear drive and all that. So going to the track with a non-running car, you know, I would have liked to get it on the dyno, but it is what it is. The setup itself didn't really change much. I had it on the dyno last year on alcohol with the gear drive, or not with the gear drive, with the belt drive and stuff like that. So it should be really close. So I'll obviously just do it super conservative and go from there. I'll try and keep you guys updated as much as possible. Garrett, I believe, will be here filming. So see what we got going on there.